Hello, name is Richard, and before you buy a Honda, I want to discuss a couple of things that you should know before you purchase this vehicle. And for the record, I've already contacted the company. I've done feedback. I've done feedback on the company's feedback website. I addressed the CEO of Honda America Corporation. The response I got back ultimately is that there is nothing I can do, and that this is the way the vehicle is built. Okay, first of note, vehicle looks nice, performs well. Can't complain about that. Phone holder. There's no real edges in here except for maybe the sun visors, where you can actually attach a phone holder. I have to leave it here in this little space here because I really have no place, or I haven't found a holder that can attach anywhere productive to where I can, see my phone or do anything with it. I do have to connect it with the one USB connection in this whole vehicle. Just that one. It's only USB. There's no USB to C, and there's only one. There's not even one behind the dash for the back seat drivers. And this is a family vehicle. I feel like multiple USBs should be in this vehicle. I have a 2020 and a 2016 vehicle that had multiple USBs and USB to C connections, front and back seat. With 2025 and the price point that they're asking for a Honda CR-V, I feel like that's something that should be standard. Comes to find out that this model, they told me it's the way it was. You can't do any aftermarket things to change that. And I got the LX model because I did not want the sunroof. All the other models, other tier models above LX, come with the moonroof. I did not want that because of my experience with sunroofs in the past. Had issues, didn't want to deal with that. Okay, speaking of the sun visors, they don't come standard with lights. They just don't. Wife was upset about that. She couldn't, click it open and do a makeup of, we was leaving out one evening, to go to a concert. Didn't have it. Okay, so I talked about the visors, no lights. I talked about the USBs, which they do not have. This model does not allow for any aftermarket parts to add, let's say, remote unlock of the doors within proximity. My 2020 and my 2016 vehicles had that. You can approach, if you have the key fob, you approach the door, you can push your button and unlock it. Don't have that on this LX model. You have to actually hit the remote key fob in order to open the vehicle. Okay. The USB thing is an issue, and the phone holders. Haven't found anything for that. I'm going to upload this video to YouTube, and if you have any other productive concerns or questions, I'd be willing to, get back on here and provide you with that. Like I said, I just had a couple accessories, 18-inch tires, wheels put on it, 18-inch rims. And other than that, I think some of these things should be standard on a vehicle in the year 2025. You should not have to. That should come standard on vehicles. It shouldn't be a question. But be it as it may, you will want to check all Honda vehicles or ask that question about those things, especially with this actually equating to, really a family vehicle. Only other way you can charge one phone is here. You may want to use a cigarette lighter and use a phone charger with USB to C connections to charge additional phones. It does have wireless connection to where, if I don't plug my phone in here, I can I can do automatic calls or answer calls automatically. But if I want to use my navigation feature, I have to connect it via this one USB. I did try the function where you add a USB with multiple ports. It is not compatible. It does not work. So I was not able to add a USB that had multiple connections, and I can add different connections and have them all function with the vehicle. Does not work. Again, if you have any other input or questions, I'd be happy to ask any questions or, provide what information I can.